Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a Monday night edition of the O.C.C. Scrims. The Diamond Division are playing tonight. I am your host, the gracious, the ever-wonderful Loud T-Rex. I'm joined here by the half-drunk, kind of sleepy Sniv. Sniv, how are you tonight, buddy?
I never said I was sleepy. I just said I wasn't expecting to do this, and I'm 2 shots in, so you guys are going to hear a lot of bullcrap tonight from me.
It's bullcrap whenever you're talking. Anyway, tonight, the Diamonds are playing Salt.exe versus Smile. Salt going with a little bit of a shift here since they did not, they don't have their team captain anymore. Well, their previous team captain. Now they're coming out with a brand new team captain, Aldo Chilbro. Well, I wouldn't say brand new. He's newer. And then we've got Smile going to come in with Volatile still at the helm of her team, and we're going to see just how they're going to do it. Now, Komodo has been the force to be reckoned with, at least particularly in this division. However, the fight for second place still goes on, and the unfortunate part is if Komodo does lose their playoff match, they lose the championship, as is in any other kind of league-based sport. So it's incredibly important to hold that second place. Based on what you know here, Sniv, what do you think they're going to be running?
I've never watched the Diamond Scrims. I think I watched one. Salt. I don't think I've really ever watched him. I know the Sun plays a really nasty Zen, and Amara was playing DPS, but last time I played with her, she said that she's been working on heals and she's like turned into a one-trick e-girl Mercy main.
Why you gotta say it like that though?
'Cause that's what she said.
Alrighty, well, here we are waiting on Ikio to get the final thumbs up, who is our gracious game host. Getting the thumbs up here from both the team captains. Looks like we're gonna go and get this party started underway in Dorado. Dorado, I think, is one of my more favorite escort missions. Very, very cut and dry. There's not a lot of... I mean, the first point, obviously, you just kind of drive it all the way through, but the lines in between attack and defense are very, very clearly drawn, and this is a wonderful map, especially if you want to run, maybe you want to run double sniper, you want to have, some flankers. It has so many little nooks and crannies that you could just kind of disperse and really kind of figure out what kind of tactic you want to run.
I see a lot of bunker on here from the defending team. They sit up at the top and just... With the Marissa, Junkrat, they can have a Bastion, Torb. It's very disgusting.
It's very disgusting.
Everything's disgusting right now.
Well, here's the thing, though. I always feel like a lot of teams do go with that solid bunker composition initially, but I don't think that they capitalize on the movement that they have. This back area over here has just so many different positions in which you can retreat. A lot of teams have a tendency to just try to jump into the enemy team to try to get the battle with as over as humanly possible. I mean, I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing. It looks like the Sun, though, is not going to be playing the Zenyatta, as you said. The Sun's going to be playing his Ana, which I'm super excited for. So, yeah, there is that going to be that bunker composition set up. Meanwhile, Mal is going to be going on his Winston to be a little bit divey today.
What are they running?
It looks like they're
dive. Okay, I was very...
What is this composition? It's not goats? What? People run...
Exactly!
People run something...
Hey, look, Amara's on Farah.
I know, and this is going to be a treat for us. Volatile is available, and we do have Shaggy Blakers going to be helping us host this particular match. Thank you, Shaggy Blakers, for this. And it looks like the res is going to be coming in from Volley. She is going to bring back Bagel Guy. And that frontline battle is still going to come in. But Aldo Chilbro just doing some solid work here. And Bagel Guy just getting completely destroyed by Mythy Seal. And Aldo Chilbro still has some solid ground to work with. Teddy Ursa has to back up. He's not really in a good place. Amara really trying to keep that high ground. So it looks like it's going to be Smile backing up to try it again.
Weird, I pulled up my channel to host you guys, and apparently I'm already hosting it. Oh, that's right, I set it up to automatically host when you go live.
Nice. So Amara getting that pick here on Mythy Seal, and that might be what starts this whole downward turn. So Amara looking for that back line pressure, and that's going to be her just raining some damage down. Mal, though, could be in a bad spot. And here they go, trying to finish it off. Prim does happen to get that kill, though, and that's going to be absolutely monumental. Weapon Stack still pushing his way through. Ooh, and the punch still comes on in. Oh, solid smack. That's going to be what finishes it off. Mal isn't able to clean up anything else, and it looks like it's gonna be Smile backing off to try this again.
As good as Zamara is on that Pharah, that Prim on McCree is extremely deadly right now. Like, he's taking her out left and right. Like, she should probably switch off that soon.
I mean, it's really hard to say. A good Pharah is able to steer clear of those sight lines away from the hit scan. However, you know, she is. I've seen her play a really, really solid Pharah into 2 hit scans and really survives relatively well. So we're going to see how that goes. And here we go. Windsplague does get that pick as he is popping out that ultimate, managing to pick up 2 kills and a D-Mech. That's going to be Volley getting hooked as she tries to escape. And now it just looks like Salt.exe does have their feet together. They're still pushing forward.
Yeah, they're not really. Smile's not able to really pick up their ults very well. Like, Salt already has 4 ults, and they used 2. Like, they were sitting on 6 ults, and Smile is just getting their first one. Or did they? No, they just used some. I'm not watching.
So here they go. Teddy Ursa still in that back line, looking to back up the rest of the team. Orbs are going out, and he does pop that ultimate despite the huge anti-nade sent out by the Sun. Bagel Guy does send out the boost, and here comes Mythiseal looking for a big, solid, and nasty pick. Oh, but Mythy does get taken out prior. No picks are picked up here by her Riptire. And Teddy Ursa still looking to finish this off, and Teddy is just having a fantastic time here, making his way to the enemy backline. Amara does pick up that kill on Epic's Redux, and it's going to back up here as Mal and Weapons Tech are pushing their way forward as they kept this first point.
Victory.
I like, even though I don't watch Diamond Team Scrim a lot, it's always exciting to watch because they're just so intense, and like you get so into it, and it's just so fun hearing you just get so excited.
Bro, I'm telling you, I love this. I absolutely love it. So here they go. They do have a Sombra switch up from Mythy, and Mythy's got to be careful. She is anti-nated and could be in a very, very horrible spot. Aldo Chilbro switching over to his hamster. I hear Nassif Khan somewhere, extremely giddy as all can be. Now this fight is going to be underway. Aldo Chilbro looking to displace a few members. Prim does pop that ultimate. Doesn't seem to land on anyone, though, and Weapons Tech has got to be careful. Oh, the barrier is destroyed, but Amara is managing to land that pick. Bagel Guy looking for some of these backline picks here. Ooh, and a Windsplague just able to get out, keeping tabs with his Pharah. The Pharah Mercy combo is working out real well, and there goes Mythiseal, able to get out of there just in time, but it seems like the teams are really split up and unable to figure out where to go. Aldo Chilbro does pick up the kill here on Teddy Ursa. Mal finishes off Aldo Chilbro, and this battle for the Sentry still moving on. The Pharah Mercy's still up into the sky, doing some solid work, and Volatile, she's got to be careful as Mythiseal's in that backline looking for a delicious hack, and Bagel Guy does get taken out. Weapons Tech is the only one up front with Volatile. Mal looking to find a direction in which to back up with, but Volatile is caught off guard. Ooh, able to stay alive. Here comes the Graviton Surge, and no, this is just not going to be so. The defensive ults are going to come in favor, and Weapons Tech does get cleared out. Mal gets taken out by Epic's Redux, and that's going to be a reset here for Smile.
Before they lost that fight, I was watching Amara go against Ana and a Mercy, and she got slept twice in a row. It was absolutely hilarious.
Oh, that's
and then
feels bad. That's a feels bad. Oh, you hate to see it. You really do.
No, it was great. I love to see it.
All right, so here comes Amara, and she might be just a little bit too far ahead in this particular fight. Aldo Chilbro, Weapons Tech going at it. Mythiseal backing him up. Now the battle's starting off one more time. Aldo Chilbro's got to find the right angle in which to start. Epic's Redux is up at the top. He does have that ultimate available, and there goes the EMP. Oh, but from the back line, that's going to be Teddy Ursa looking to try to help out. Epic's Redux still has control of that high ground as Mal is looking to try to finish him off, and the die coming out here from Amara. Oh, no, Aldo Chilbro. That's just completely unfortunate. You ended up sending the angry Amara into your team's backline, and that's gonna be it there as Smile pushes their way on into this point B.
I love seeing a ulting Reaper get moved into the enemy team. It's great.
It's so sad, doesn't it? Like, you're like, oh, this feels bad.
It's great when you're Reaper.
Alrighty, so here they go. Mal is still leading the charge in that front line. He knows that there is an Ashe somewhere off into his flank. Although Chillbro looking to drop some of these mines here onto this point. Although Chillbro does pick up 2, and that's going to be absolutely huge. Mal can't seem to stay into that fight. Bagel Guy does get the high noon, but although Chillbro is going to back out of there, and it seems that it's going to be Salt.exe finding their footing once again, and they're going to hold this off, but Smile has 1 minute remaining. So this next battle is going to be underway right now. Just a bit of a poke battle. Weapons Tech does go for the quick, hard reset. Prim does pick up the kill here on Teddy Ursa, and he still has a forward, still has a forward position here, looking to try to get a solid pick or at least farm another Bob.
Oh, sorry, that's my cue. I was just watching Amara. She's being so sneaky right now. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah, well, there is a Bob in place, and now Mal is looking to try to get some work in on this enemy backline. Prim almost in some solid danger here, and does drop the Bob, looks for the sleep. The Sun is going for it, and now we've got an Angry Monkey in that backline. The ultimate finally does get dropped in by Epic's Redux, and it seems like it's going to be everything that they need, because as of right now, I'm just seeing a lot of work here on the side of what did I just witness. We have a nano-boosted Mercy. Prim does pick up that final kill, and a Winds Plague is just doing some solid work. Here comes Bagel Guy trying to fist his way to victory, but no, that's not going to be it. The pick does come in from Mithy Seal. She's doing some great work here as Epic's Redux is still up into the sky. Does not have that ultimate available, but Amara, though, is hacked, and that's going to be absolutely dangerous. The final battle still ensuing. Oh, no, what a terrible time to drop that ultimate. Manages to clear up a little bit of space here, though, and Weapons Tech is just getting his mech completely melted. Oh no, it just seems like this battle is just ensuing, and with the Bob out, that's going to be what holds on to this point. Salt.exe able to make a complete stop just before point C.
They weren't doing a lot to counter the Pharaoh. All they really had was Sombra, and Pharaoh was just picking the team apart the whole time.
Ooh, and just noticed, what's up, Nasif? I didn't see you in the crowd. See, once again, we do have Shaggy Blakers, who is hosting us. Thank you again. Steve, you're doing it, so thank you again. Hammerfist, Axidius, yep, whoever you guys are in the crowd as of right now and tonight, we do appreciate it, guys. So now, I already said you.
No. See, that's what I was saying. Like, you should have someone in here that, communicates with the people in the chat to get to know them.
Hey, buddy, you know what you can do? You can use your fingers and say hello.
No, it's not the same. It's not as personal.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, so it's going to be Smile. Gonna have to hold this off. They didn't complete the map here. However, that is not the end of the world. Salt.exe showing us that they can find their defensive footing. But can their offensive footing really put the work in necessary in order to complete this map and push their way on in towards victory? I don't know. We'll find out. 15 seconds until Athena gives us the okay.
I feel like as long as they can get it past that first choke, then they definitely have a chance. I mean, Salt's not running a bunker comp, so it shouldn't be too difficult, but they got that hamster that's going to be in the back line and annoying the hell out of them.
Ooh, so there it is. Going to be Amara. Amara does have her Farah in the air, and that's going to be a good dynamite landed on in. Bagel Guy is going to be looking in to try to get Aldo Chillbro. They are going to be running with only one tank, so they've got to be careful in terms of their positioning. Mithy Seal does pick up too, though, and Mithy Seal, she's just doing some crazy nonsense, able to get out of there just in time, and that push is looking absolutely fantastic here for the side of Salt.exe. Bagel Guy getting caught into this fight here against the Farah, and he has to back out as Epic's Redux is just pushing his way forward with the backup here from a Wind Spike.
Is Prim new to the server? I don't think I've ever seen him.
I don't think so either. Ooh, and here we go, the Farah v Farah battle, as Mithy Seal does help out with the picks. Volatile does end up landing a pick, and this is going to be absolutely dangerous as she's caught up in the middle of the fight. Does drop that ultimate, as we do have a nano-boosted Mal looking for some solid picks here, and that might be exactly what the team needed as it seems like Salt.exe is just not going to stay in this particular fight. They are going to have to back out and try it again.
It's really a bummer. It's like they're not able to do anything about Amara this time around. They've got 3 hit scans to deal with her.
Well, I mean, they really only have one, don't they?
Well, they have Sombra and they have Ashe, and Hammond's a hit scan. He just doesn't do a lot of damage. He's just his weapons are more accurate.
Getcha, and here they go. Prim looking for that pick here on Amara, and Amara realizing the sightline she does have to work with. Although Chilbro dropping that down. Here comes the good old Babo to do some solid work here. Weapons Tech, unknowing who he has to block for in the sun, does drop that ultimate. Volatile does die a little bit earlier, and here comes Bagel Guy looking to save the day, managing to pick up 1. That's going to be 2. But I don't think he can find number 3. Does get taken out here by Mythiseal as she's pushing her way forward. There's an Angry Monkey left onto the point, and Mythiseal realizes she might be in some danger. The ultimate does drop in from Weapons Tech. Oh, and that was very perilous. The Lucio does get hacked, and that's going to be big here. Teddy Ursa barely getting out of there with his life. No! Good read here as the picks are starting to come in place. They're just unable to really finish off any of these fights. Bagel Guy is going to be the last one standing as they get out of there, and Prim does switch it over to the Widow. That's going to be the point A.
I don't think Amar's getting a lot of really useful use out of that Pharah. She's just not able to get the picks because she's constantly being harassed by Prim. Because Prim is really good on these hit scans.
Well, Prim's putting a lot of pressure, but I think Mythi is also really helping Epic's Redux put a lot of pressure in their. Bagel Guy losing 1 in the oof battle almost immediately. And now it looks like they've got a solid positioning. One person is going to be on the point. Here it comes, although Chilbro dropping it in, and Volatile's got to be careful. Mal is going to get nano boosted, but maybe with a little bit too much damage coming his way. He is going to be doing a little bit of a chase here, trying to get into that enemy backline. Weapons Tech looking to back him up, and getting out just in time. As Epic's Redux, though, is doing just ridiculous work. Volatile does get taken out, and there it goes. Bagel Guy just in a terrible spot, and it looks like they're just rolling their way through.
Yeah, with Epics on that Pharah and Myth on the Sombra, or I'm sorry, the Myth and Aldo on Sombra and Hamster, it's allowing Epics to just run around and absolutely demolish the team.
Ooh, and Prim is just doing ridiculous work. The picks are starting to come out in their favor, and oh my god, Mal does get taken out, and Amara just getting completely melted. Team kill does come in from Athena, and it looks like their chances at victory on this particular map are really starting to run low.
Yeah, except it takes like 20 years for that door to open.
That is very true. And Epic's Redux doing everything possible to get to Volley. Volley's got to be careful. She does have the backup, though, from that Harmony Orb, but it still might be just a little bit too much for her to handle. Here we go. Mal, or Weapons Tech, in that front line playing that Reinhardt. Oh, my God, as the mines are coming back, and Volley cannot escape that. Here comes a hack, and the Justice gets rained above into that backline. Here they go. The Sun does have the team alive, and Mal unable to stay alive here. Weapons Tech, gets taken out, and that's gonna be it. Assault.exe does get their first victory of the night.
Prim not Prim. Salt played that game, the match much better. They played together and they played to their weaknesses. Because they know Amara, she's really good on DPS, but so they knew to focus her down.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's one of the bigger things you can worry about. Understanding who their DPS carry is going to be, and really just putting the pressure on them. Epic's Redux, and really the combo of Epic's Redux and Mythiseal was exactly what they needed. And the unfortunate part is when you are that lone DPS, I mean, Volley had a choice. She either could switch over to the Far Mercy to help her out, or she stayed the Ana, which the Ana, you can negate a lot of that healing, especially if that Mercy just isn't careful. But the thing was, I think Aldo Chilbro had such mobility, like the entire team had so much mobility outside of the Sun, who was really playing the Zenyatta, that trying to get a really fat anti-nade is extremely hard.
Yeah.
So, she's doing her best, going for it. But the unfortunate part is, if it's not Aldo, it's Mythi. If it's not Mythi, it's Epics. And if it's not Epic's, it's whoever else is currently available in the roster. And it becomes really hard, especially when people try, because I've been seeing that a lot. It's a 3-2-1, but they're playing what is it? It's like 3 DPS, 1 tank, 2 healers, right? And really that the key to that strategy is just that open movement, you know, where like they open, and as they go and get their different avenues of approach, once they find their first target, two or three of them. Yeah, 2 or 3 will swarm on the weak link, and then they start piecing people, you know, person by person, because they're just so mobile. And the thing is, when you do have that hamster does line himself into the back line, causing some disruptions, causing some issues. So, okay, cool. Now the team has to turn around, but you still have someone like Epic's Redux still in the sky, just landing shot after shot. And it's just really frustrating to kind of find your bearings. You know what I mean? At the same time, though, what I do have to give it to Salt is that they didn't force prolonged engagements. Their engagements are short, quick, and effective. And Smile was going for a little bit more of the long game, but I think that's kind of what took them down a little bit in the breadth of the fight.
Yeah, they were just playing it better. I mean, they had that comp down, and they were focusing down the weak links and going after they're essentially their carry.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to take this time between the matches to remind you guys to follow our social media. As Latrix has told you, I have taken over kind of keeping the social media active and communicating with you guys outside of O.C.C a little more. The more you put in there and the more you follow, the more you retweet, share, stuff like that, the more viewers we're going to get, the more we can do for you guys. And essentially, literally, just the more we can do for you guys, because the more revenue we have coming in, the more giveaways we can do and stuff like that.
Well, I don't think it's just like to piggyback off of you. I don't think it's just in terms of revenue.
No, definitely not. No, I'm definitely not using this as a money grab.
No. What I'm trying to get at is, on top of that, it also allows us to really expand. Because of right now, you know, one thing that people do have to understand is when there is any form of competitiveness, there is only so much you can do before you do hit a burnout. And there are players who sometimes do get a little bit tired. I mean, doing this week after week, practice, big game, practice, it does get exhausting. So when, you know, the more players we have in circulation, the more players that can fill up these slots, and then the more players we can have per season. And the hope is that next season, the season after that, we're going to have bigger and bigger divisions, so that way you guys are seeing far more, and then there's more people competing, and then there's a little bit more to do, and there's a lot more fun to be had. So Ikeo has gotten the thumbs up here from both teams as we're going to be getting our way into Temple of Anubis. Sniff, did you have anything to add before we get started on this game?
No, I'll go over it after halftime.
Alrighty, so here we go. Getting stuck here.
Interrupt me.
Hey, I'm here for you, boo. I'm here for you. So, with that aside, Salt.exe playing a really solid game here, and I think we're just waiting until Ikeo does get this match started. Outside of that, we are seeing Mal on the Torb. Bro, I love the Torb.
They're just messing around.
Of course, I just love the Torb. Are you kidding me? Ever since they did that Torb rework?
Yeah, he's a lot more like beneficial than he used to be. That with that molten core, like if you spread that, you can hold people for a good 5-6 seconds until it goes away.
Oh, and Mishra sending some love here through the form of cheers for his teammate, the Sun. The Sun, who we know did start off initially in the Platinum division and worked his way up to Diamond. Doing fantastic work. The Sun, you're doing great, man. Let's see what else you can show us on your path to Master and Grandmaster. So,
what about for Sniv?
What about for Sniv? What do you mean, what about? Haven't you always been...
Sniv wants some bids sent for him.
Only when you move up in division, man. Sorry, that's...
No, I don't care about moving up. I just want some love.
Well, maybe you'll get some cheers. Maybe you'll get some cheers. Maybe Elfie will send it for you. Elfie's still second place in the bit war, with Stress Loser still up into the forefront, 8,450.
I'm number 16. I've only done 500. I'm poor.
Hey man, it's whatever you can offer. So all right, here we go. The battle is going to get started. Athena does open the doors here. And it looks like the Venomine is going to get destroyed by Prim, and Prim realizing they got a GTFO out of there, man. Not going to stand by for too long. They are going to be starting in with a bunker composition. Weapons Tech is going to be running that front line. Ooh, and they've got to be careful. They're about to lose Mal. Mal is able to stay alive, but Prim does get that pick here. Oh, no, and Weapons Tech, it looks like they're trying to avoid it, but they don't have a Lucio in order to help them walk too far. So, Mal's got to be careful. They are staying engaged in this fight, and I did not realize that Bacon did have it. However, Mal does not have the necessary backup possible to help him finish it off. Teddy Ursa, though, does manage to get one on the oof counter. Great job here, and now they're pushing their way back on in. It's going to be Smile having to try it one more time.
It seems like they pushed past the choke and then just didn't know what they were doing. Like they split up, half stayed behind the choke, half with the point, and half was halfway to point. I have no idea what just happened there.
Alrighty, well, it looks like they're going to be coming in with a little bit more of a focus, and Mal keeps getting pushed, and that's going to be terrible here. Wind's Plague does pick it up. Oh, and they've got to be careful. They have to go in for the hide, and Volatile's got to be careful with Prim, looking to try and land this pick, and the ultimate does come on out. Teddy Ursa does get the pick here. Oh, and there's just nothing to stop a Wind's Plague right now. Bagel Guy looking to send it back to him, but Bagel Guy does get taken out. Volatile still off into that back line, but she can't challenge. She can't seem to challenge him. Teddy Ursa does manage to get a pick here on the Sun as Bacon just hops on in onto the point, but it might be for the worst as Prim switches over to the Tracer, managing to finish off Bacon, and here we go. They're still continuing on in. Weapons Tech does come back, and the battle's still continuing. Berkey did finish off Bacon. That's going to be terrible as the entirety of the team looks like they have to turn around and try it again. A Wind's Plague is being an extreme nuisance with these hooks. Teddy Ursa just not able to get out of the way. Mal unable to protect his teammate. And now it just looks like Salt.exe is ready to go, but they're going in with a 5v6, and here comes the ultimate. Oh, great job here by Epic's Redux, looking to save the entirety of the team, pushing their way forward. Weapons Tech does get taken out, and it just seems like they don't have an answer for it. Just not right now. Mal does get taken out. A Wind's Plague does get finished off here, and Bagel Guy looking to try to land these picks here, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be in favor here of Smile. They are going to have to back off and try it again.
I mean, the way they're playing it, it seems like they're not communicating very well. They're either just not talking or not calling, or someone's yelling over the other person, which I've seen before, and that can really screw up a team's synergy.
Right. And Bagel Guy putting that pressure in on Redux, and Teddy Ursa just unable to really land these hits, which are going to be crucial to get rid of the Zenyatta. So here it goes. Smile looking to try to get into that high ground. Prim does not have that ultimate available. They may have expended it just a little bit too early. So here we go. Bagel Guy leading the charge a little bit as they're trying to get off into these flanks, and they are looking for that pick. A Wind's Plague, though, managing to take out Teddy Ursa, and the Sun does get taken out in the early parts of the scrimmage. They're still pushing their way on in, and oh, the hammer down does come in. That's going to be huge and nutty, and oh my god, they find this, and that's going to be the opportunity that they absolutely needed to make this work. Bagel Guy and Weapons Tech doing the 1-2 combo to help finish this off, and they're not out of this fight just yet. Woo. Yeah, they did.
I'm sorry, my dogs just like started going crazy.
That's okay. So here we go, and it's going to be Salt.exe back enough to try it again, which is a great job here from Smile. They did manage to take out Epic's Redux, even though Epic's Redux didn't have the ultimate available. Regardless, they are able to move this forward. Weapons Tech is leading that charge with Teddy Ursa really far off into that flank, trying to put a little bit of flanking pressure here in order to really make this work. Berkey still into that front line, and Mal's got to be careful. They are going to have to wait just a little bit before they get to start, and they're pushing their way on in. The sleep does come in. That's going to be clutch. Teddy Ursa does manage to finish that one off, and now we've got the Battle of the Giants right now, and they're just pushing their way on through. Oh, that's going to be huge. Here's Mithy Seal does get taken out, and a Wind's Plague does drop that ultimate available. Bacon looking to help out the rest of the team, and they may be able to steamroll this. Epic's Redux does get a fat hammer to the forehead, and that's going to be a tough one there. Berkey does get taken out, and that's going to be Smile finishing off this first map.
I'm going to agree with Jupiter here. Like Hogarissa is versus Ryan Zarya is really risky. It's just, like the thing with it is Widow has so many sightlines on this point. Without having a mobile shield, like Widow, you put down your shield, Widow can go just to another high point and start picking off your team. Whereas with Ryan, you could just turn.
Yeah,
And that's what Teddy Ursa was doing.
But I think also what also I think is the problem. It's not just that the Widow can get these alternate angles, because that's a very, very fine point. That's extremely important, and if your team isn't watching for it, that could be extremely detrimental. But what I also feel is that the Ryan Zarya, when used in conjunction with a Lucio, they have a very like brawly capability. You know what I mean? With the bunker composition, you are wanting people to come to you, but you're really hoping that you can use the combination between the Orisa and the Roadhog to really kind of get maybe 1 or 2 picks or go in for a heavy hook and force the enemy team to spend resources to keep this player alive. So now you've got a Ryan Zarya that really can sit at the forefront and can maneuver a lot more. And I think that really is also what makes that second point hold as Orisa very risky. You need to have those sightlines for Orisa to really dish out just at least a lot of poke damage, and you really need that happening.
Yeah, and Prim was Widow at first, Red Hoodie. I think he was just getting outplayed by Teddy Ursa and ended up switching.
Alrighty, so it looks like, oh no, they are done. They are not having fun
anymore.
Goats! They're going for the Goats, and that's going to be them looking to try to risk it all in this initial fight. So they're just going to rush on in, and they're not going to ask any questions. Berkey's got to be careful though with these double snipers, looking to try to get a pick here. Weapons Tech though has to back up as Mal does get taken out. He doesn't have that backup shield, and now they're pushing their way on in, but that's going to be multiple picks here on the side of Smile. Prim is going to be holding that bridge, but they are going to have to back up here because the Goats composition, you have to have either the entirety of the team or you better be winning in terms of picks, as Teddy Ursa gets a really, really staggering pick at the end of that fight.
Yeah, they need to get something to combat that Teddy Ursa, because he is Amara in this match. He is their carry. He's the one that's holding them back. He's the one that pushed them forward. Like, they need to start getting something to go after him.
Alrighty, here they go. And Teddy Ursa Bagel Guy does have that ult almost ready. He does have it online. He just throws it right on into the point, divides the team, but there's no backup damage for anybody to help out with. It was a great placement, but not enough to be done with it. Here it comes, the ult. Oh, the counter hammer does come on in, and the entirety of the team is just looking to rush on in. It's an absolute nonsense battle inside here, but Bagel Guy does manage to land the pick. Oh, and they're working this bad boy, and that's going to be a tough one. Bacon does get a pick here, and it looks like Mithy is going to have to back out. They don't have the entirety of their team. Mal does pick up the kill here on Epic's Redux, and that's going to be, that's going to be a delay here. Mithy is going to get sent demeched, and either she gets killed here or she has to go for that long walk back, and it's going to be the death. So now it's going to be a stagger here. They are at 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Mal was putting a lot of pressure in there with right click, because he was really high charged and just doing so much damage. It's like they couldn't get out, because then Teddy Ursa would end up picking them off.
And I'm loving this right now. Teddy Ursa and Bagel Guy playing forward sniper, backward sniper, and they're able to get a lot of these key picks, especially with Volatile having a lot of that free range healing. She could just really splatter it around, and it gets everyone in that miss, and that's extremely important.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty, so here we go, and they're going to use that Goats composition to get themselves pushing again. Oh, that's going to be the ultimate here. Oh, the Dragons do come on out, and that's going to be 2 getting picked up here, and they're still working their way on in. Mithy just in a terrible spot, does get taken out, and now we're running into the final 55 seconds. Unreal. Smile is holding off Salt.exe despite the Goats composition, and they still have 3 ults available.
They came back with a vengeance. One of the things I've noticed, at least with defensive ults. Lucio's it's not meant for like dragons and stuff like that. It's meant for burst damage.
Right.
So like Zen would be way better. Sun would have a better chance on Zen.
Oh, and the Kamehameha does come on out. Oh, no, and that could be terrible. They do take out the Rhine. Oh, and there it comes. Volley just has absolutely no chance with what's going to happen there, and that's going to be terrible here for the side of Smile. They are going to have to back out or do something. Here come the Twin Dragons. Oh, as Bagel Guy does get taken out. Mal is still alive, and Teddy Ursa looking to try to help clean up with a kill. But no, in the final seconds, Salt.exe finds their footing and manages to get the point. We are still in a game, folks.
I honestly expected it to end right there.
I did too, but the moment they lost weapons tech in the beginning of that fight, that was it. A Rhine that is able to just freely run in and cause damage, oof. That's just a force of nature right there. So, all right, here we go. Teddy Ursa did switch off, and the initial battle does start off once again. Oh, the hammer down does come in. Great job as he stops that. He stops it from coming. The hammer down does come in. That's going to be terrible against his team. Volatile is the first of the casualties to drop down on that, but Weapons Tech still has a little bit of protection here, especially with the off-healing from both of his off-healers. Prim does get that pick here. Now it's a 4v3. It's a 4v4. Volatile does come on in, and that's going to be big here if they can land these picks. The sun does go down, and Mythy Seal is able to come back. Teddy Ursa has the backup here in order to do some solid work, and Prim is just completely on their own. Oh, man, Weapons Tech, chill out, man. Prim's probably got family and stuff, man. That's me. Just see it out of nowhere. Done.
Reinhardt's German. He doesn't care.
So, here we go. And they did manage to hold it, so they are holding in a bit of a 3-2-1 composition here. It's an off-goats composition with Bagel Guy is still going to be holding onto his Hanzo, who's been doing very well tonight.
Yeah, he has. I'm kind of sad to see Teddy Ursa off the Widow, because he was really holding them back. Unfortunately, on defense, Widow doesn't really have any vantage points here.
No, it's either she gets into horrible danger or what, but here it goes, and here we go. The rallies do come out, and they've got to be careful with overthrowing these ultimates, but here we go. These dragons do come out. Oh, and just a lot of protection. The hammer down does come out, though, from Berkey, and Bagel Guy's got to be careful. He does land a palm, though, into the forehead of Mythy Seal, and that's going to be it here, folks, but I think all ultimates have been expended on both sides. So they are essentially just coming in with a hard reset. No ultimates to be had whatsoever. No one really has the advantage outside of the defending team.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Jupiter there. It was definitely a wasted shatter. The fight was lost. It just kind of seems like they were throwing fault ults in hopes that they would get something.
Alrighty, so we do get the wave here from Mythy. She does have her ultimate coming up here in a few seconds. Bacon is still in that backline looking to try to dish out a little bit of damage. So the battle is underway, and it looks like it's going to be Salt.exe trying to get a little bit of these off angles to try to make things work. Berkey does have the Horde Orb of Discord working against him. Here it comes. They did drop that ultimate, and they've got to be careful here. Oh, the dragons do come out, and they're looking to try to gain just a little bit of solid space. Bagel Guy does pick up the kill here on a Wind's Plague. Oh, and that's going to finish it off. They're just working their way here, and this just great movement from the side of Smile, doing some solid work, and Weapons Tech knowing not to go too far into it. They're running into the final 30 seconds. Smile has a ridiculous defense going on here.
Smile is coming back with a vengeance from last game.
Hey man, you don't want to you don't want to go down losing. What's wrong with you? So here we go. This is probably going to be the last push they have available, but Bacon does have that ultimate available, and he could save the entirety of the team so long as he can remain alive. Weapons Tech notices the enemy team coming on in, and they're coming in for the final battle. The Kamehamehas do come on out. Volley able to try to help out the rest of her team. Here it comes. Bacon does manage to keep the team alive, and they're pushing their way in. Here come the dragons pushing on in. Oh, and that's could be dangerous. No picks come on in. The hammer down does come out, and Berkey in a world of hurt. Here comes the ultimate, the Graviton Surge, looking to keep everyone in place, and that's just going to be what does it for him. It's going to be Smile taking this next map home for the victory. Mama, they did it. We are tied 1-1.
So Nassif wants you to play Apex with him after this.
Does he? I'd love to. I'd love to.
He wants you to carry him.
Nah, man.
I guess me, since I'm being invited.
If anything, I bow down to his skills, man. I'm absolutely terrible at that game.
I'm really bad at Apex. Like, I'm really bad.
That's about all I got. Fortunately, though, I do have a final, so it'll have to be tomorrow. But you're definitely my carry here, Nassif. I say it live and proudly.
No, I got to get set up. I got to get stuff set up for tomorrow, so I can't play.
Sorry, brother.
Shut down twice. Sorry, Nassif. We love you, but no.
Alrighty, so we have hit the halftime, and we are tied 1-1. Salt.exe versus Smile, and it was just fantastic work here on both sides. Honestly, I'm extremely happy and proud to see the hit scans or the snipers really get a little bit more of a front line. I'm really proud of Smile for being able to hold off a pseudo goats composition. The thing was, though, they were running it both sides were running it, I think, were the Moira. And I feel like that changes the dynamic a little bit, because if you don't have that Zen, you don't have that Orb of Discord, and that's just going to be tough. So, folks, we have gone and hit the... What's up?
Did Salt have a Moira?
I think, yeah, they did. I saw two Kamehamehas at the end of that.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we have hit the halftime. Folks, please go ahead and get yourself something to drink, something to enjoy, and we will be back with you guys in about 5 minutes. We do have our video here by the Elfie herself, so... See you guys.
Oh God, is it the cringy video?
Shush. See ya.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Do something!
NANI?
Fire at will! Heroes never die. Sniper!
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
No, get the camera! Happy feet! One more combo! That ain't Falco! That ain't Falco! Oh! 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 I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street. Look at them, look at Ares.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. I am the Loud T-Rex, joined here by, well, can we call you the Sniv? Like, would you be mad?
Me the Sniv?
The Sniv, like you are the Sniv, not just Sniv. You're the Sniv.
I am the Sniv. Yes, like I have a title.
Alrighty, so
bad at-
I am joined here by the Sniv as we are commentating this Diamond Division scrim. Salt.exe versus Smile going at it. They're at 1-1. Who's going to be the victor tonight? Sniv, based on what you've seen tonight, I mean, we're going into King's Row onto this next one. What are you expecting, man?
Goats. Definitely goats. Like, this is a hardcore goats map.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, honestly, though, I do like to see a little bit of a sim setup around here. Maybe some Torb off onto the flank. I feel like... I'm afraid, though. Every time I say the word Torb, I feel like Tribalize is just somewhere around, you know? Ready to
Oh
dish
my
out to
god.
And Mishra sending some love here. One to Mal's tactical crouching. And he's sending some love here for Mal's god tier pinky control. What that means, I don't know. I really have no clue.
Shift.
Sure, let's go with that. All of my buttons are on my thumb, so I got the Naga. I got the 12 buttons here. So
You have the Orb Weaver?
no, it's the Naga Trinity.
Or is it the mouse?
Yeah.
You play with just the mouse?
Well, no, but all my skills are on my mouse.
You're
There.
weird.
I literally all I do on my left hand is move and jump. That's it.
You're cutting out really bad, by the way.
Are you sure though?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well, it is
Thank you.
going
Thank
to
you.
be a bit of a... It's going to be a bit of a bunker composition here on the side of Salt.exe. And Teddy Ursa is going to be playing that Widowmaker once again. Nope. Looks like he's going... Oh, they're going for the goats. And they're going to be pushing their way on in to try to go ahead and get some terrible picks here on against Salt.exe. So here it goes. Initial poke battle does come on out, and they're just blasting away at the shield that Aldo Chillbro does happen to have. They do have Mythy Seal, though, able to do some solid hacks, and they're just taking their time, biting it, going one by one, taking their time. The hook does come on in, but they're just rolling their way around, and Prim has got to be careful for anything that might come their way. Prim does have to get out of there, and gets out of there just in time, gets back in with the rest of the team, and Smile is managing to move around, but are they really gaining anything out of this?
I was confused for a second because I was looking at the chat. I was like, wait, who's where?
All right, so here it comes.
I've seen that a couple of times. It's actually a pretty decent strategy.
Well, here it goes. The battle is going on in, and Mal's got to be careful. Prim does get a pick here, and does get a DMAG here on Weapons Tech. Mythy Seal is just doing some work. Gets taken out by Bagel Guy, though. And Mal looking to get a fat shatter. Or at least he's got to be careful when he's going to do so. Does get behind the shield. Oh, and that's going to be big. The Sun does get taken down, and he is going to be looking for that Zenyatta. The bongos do come on out, and a Wind's Plague is going to get absolutely surrounded, melted, and destroyed. Here comes the Babo, though, coming on in, getting onto the point, but he's not directly onto the point, so he can't necessarily protect anything on his own. And that's going to be the end of Bob. And Prim does get taken out by Weapons Tech as Smile is showing their teeth and running forward.
I don't like this the whole thing with the colorblind mode because it really messes up. Because well, I'm looking at Smile, like I'm spectating Bagel Guy right now, and he's yellow, but he's actually blue.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Alrighty, well, it looks like it's right now. Smile, I think, may have found the key to what they need to win. They are just pushing relentlessly. Great job from them, but it doesn't look like they're going to be running a GOATS composition just yet. They're sticking with that 2-2-2 composition, and I don't know if that's going to be to their advantage or not. So here they come on in. They start swinging away. Aldo Chillbro is up in that front line. Does have the bake up here. Oh, but here it comes. The protection does come in from Epic's Redux. And Bacon does have to back out. Here comes the ultimate coming out from Teddy Ursa. Now we've got an angry Aldo Chilbro. The hammer down does come out, managing to get Mithy Seal. Oh, and the hammer down does come on out, but they've got to be careful in that backline. Aldo Chilbro has no one to protect him, and that's going to be it. A Wind's Plague still trying to hold that front line, but only so much healing can be done by the Sun. The Sun is going to be caught completely out of position, looking to just die relatively quickly, does do so, and now we're just seeing Smile rolling their way on into this next point.
I like that they made space correctly. Like, they used the majority of their team to go up there and literally just hold that second choke, which is what won that for them. They had one person sitting on the payload the whole time and literally got free pushed the whole way there.
Alrighty, so Aldo Chilbro's got to be careful. The battle is ensuing underway, and Mithy Seal almost getting taken out relatively early. Mal is going to be playing on this. Oh my god, that's going to be huge. He's reading it, and that's going to be Prim landing a double right now. Volley does get taken out, and Bagel Guy has to back out. They finally find their footing, and it's going to be Salt.exe backing up. Or I'm sorry, it's going to be Smile backing up. My apologies.
See?
What do you mean, CC? Get out of here.
You got confused too.
Yeah, I'm speaking words, boy. So, here we go. No, not really. So, here we go. Aldo Chilbro might be a little bit out of position as this next battle is underway. Mal is just going to be using that ability to push his way forward. Ooh, and here comes. That's just going to be double gravitons just come on in. Just completely with shatters, and here comes the ultimate from Epic's Redux. They're not wasting any of their ultimates. Here come the dragons, though. Oh, well done here by Teddy Ursa, looking to keep people alive, but Aldo Chilbro takes down Mal, and that's going to be the forefront of their offenses. They've got to be careful, though. Sleep In does come into Bacon, and Bacon does get taken out, and that's going to be Smile backing up to try it again. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
I can't even tell what's going on. Like, I'm watching, but I can't hear you, and it's really messed up right now. I think I may need to do reset after this.
Might have to. So here we go. Mal still up in that front line. Oh, but the heavy hack does come in. Oh, and that's going to be an even bigger hack. Mithy Seal does get taken out, though. But Aldo Chilbro finding it the time to really just jump on in. Oh, my God. Just Ult City here from the side of Salt.exe, just completely destroying that offensive push here on the side of Smile. Alrighty, so Prim is going to be putting himself into that front line, and great job by them being able to really make this work. So here we go. The next battle is going to be underway, and Mal is still up in that front line. He really, really wants to get some of these picks, but those hacks could be dangerous. Teddy Ursa does get the pick here on Prim, and that's going to be a huge deal of damage. Bagel Guy does have that ultimate available, and they've got to be careful. Here it comes. He's just pushing his way on in further and further as Mithy Seal is looking for a pick, but she does get discovered, and Aldo Chilbro's working his way forward. Oh, there goes that ultimate. Is that going to be it? And no, that's going to be the protection coming in. Just too little, too late. The Kamehameha is up in their favor, and that's going to be a displaced Salt.exe. They don't know where to go or where to start. They've got to get someone touching the point. Mithy Seal does happen to do it, but that's just going to be a lot of surrounding against them. Aldo Chilbro does find his way in, but not before Mithy Seal does die. A Wind's Plague is going to stand his ground up front, and oh, the eat does come in from Weapons Tech, and that's going to be a nice finish. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining here on the side of Smile.
Smile is playing completely different from their first map. It's like they got their stuff together and they're able to stay together and communicate the way they need to, so they get the picks they need to keep the payload going. Hopefully they can do the same thing on defense though.
Right. And they were using that GOATS composition to their advantage. Very, very brawly. But I do have to hand it to Salt.exe. They were able to hold it off for quite a bit, but I think they lost it at the final ult engagement. When the gravitons started coming out, Aldo Chilbro just had the misfortune of dying before Epic's Redux could show up to save him. And I think that's really what killed him there.
Yeah, definitely.
So because of that, I mean, and that's the thing, you really do need your Reinhardt in that front line because you're asking a lot. I mean a lot from your off tank when there is a Ryan in front of you. So it's either you block a lot of incoming damage or you wait until the Reinhardt drops the hammer down, which if you wait too long, you're dead. And if you do it too early, you're dead. So the timing on it is nigh impossible.
We'll see. We'll see if Smile can keep it going, though.
Alrighty, so it looks like they're going to be running in that combo once again that they ran on Dorado, and the question is, can they do so? Can they beat Smile's Goat's composition? We'll find out here within the next 5 seconds as Athena gives us the okay to get into this battle, and Mal is still up in that front line. Is going to be looking to see what they've got. Prim is looking for some sort of damage or some sort of pick. Does manage to hit Mal for just a little bit. And he's still got control of that higher ground. Epic's Redux is going to have control of the skies. They don't really have anything to go against them. So here they go, just blasting their way on through. But Epic's Redux has got to be careful to what kind of damage they're going to be taking. Mal knows he has to back out. He can't really stay in for too long. And there's Aldo Chilbro. Managed to come on in. Oh, that's going to be a huge pick here as Volatile's getting taken out a little early. Aldo Chilbro manages to deback a weapons tech, and they just don't seem to have an answer for where they're going to come in. Wow, they fought that with conviction, man. Holy crap. That 3-2-1 composition is just powerful in the hands of Salt.exe.
Yeah, Salt's going to be playing this really well. I'm really excited to see it.
Alrighty.
I also wasn't paying attention for the time.
Fantastic. So, here we go. The next battle is going to be underway. And Epic's Redux does have that ultimate running in available. And, oh, they've got to be careful. They do have Bagel Guy running in on the McCree. So that's going to be a relatively tough one. Mythical gets caught completely out. And that's going to be the 1-2 combo. Able to take her out just a little bit too early. Epic's Redux looking to try to get a little bit of damage in here on Teddy Ursa. So, Mal did switch over to the Winston, but he's got to be careful because he does get taken out by Prim. But the battle is going to be, I think the battle is going to be over here, as it seems that it's going to be Salt.exe backing up to try it again. Aldo Chilbro, though, still up in that front line, able to do some solid work, and the GOAT's composition by Smile is going to be able to hold on to the point for just a little bit longer.
I like what Red Hoodie put in the chat. Oh no, they made Smile mad.
Alrighty, so here we go, and Prim is just doing ridiculous work here, trying to finish off the entirety of this team. So, here it comes. He does have that ultimate available, and he's going to wonder what angle he's going to take. Teddy Ursa, though, getting taken off with a ridiculously sick, nasty pick here. And Mal, oh, might be getting taken down. My God, Prim, gentle, please, man. What are you doing? There goes Mal getting taken out, and oh my God, that's just going to be it. Assault.exe has to back up to try it again.
It's weapons coming up, has bomb now, so, and unfortunately it doesn't look like Salt has any shields to protect them from that. So if they get a well-placed bomb, that's going to completely stop Salt.
Right, so here it comes. Weapons tech getting in onto the point, and they have to be aware of that. Oh, and that's going to be a huge hack. That's going to come on out. Oh, and they know they can't use that. Oh, these picks are just going to be huge. Mal, in a world of hurt, does get taken out. And Epic's Redux and Prim just doing ridiculous work in terms of damage. Just able to really melt this out. Bacon finds his face at the cover of one of these mines. And now it looks like they just have a lot of time remaining. They're using this mobility composition to really do some work against this GOAT's comp.
Yeah, they are still in GOATs. This is what I think. This is what they did in the first map, if I'm correct. To complete, yeah, they used this comp to take Dorado really easily.
Ooh, but that hack does come in terrible time, and Epic's Redux does get the pick. That's going to be Justice ran in from above, but that Mercy back up here from a Wind's Plague. The ultimate does come out from Teddy Ursa to help keep the team alive, but they're just so mobile and running everywhere and rampant. Oh, but it looks like Teddy Ursa does manage to pick up that kill here, managing to stop the res, but it looks like it's going to be a Wind's Plague, able to help keep the entirety of the team alive as they're still pushing their way on forward. Mythiseal's got to be careful, though, as this battle is not done yet. They do have a Soldier 76 switched out by the Bagel Guy. The Kamehameha almost came out, but great hack here by Mythiseal. So here we go. Epic's Redux getting another pick, and these picks are just going to be absolutely nutty here. As now the DPS are just realizing where to rally, and they're just coming out, swarming like a group of manimals, and Epic Redux has got to be careful as this fight is still going in underway. They've got to try to take out that Soldier 76 before he can cause any kind of damage. The ultimate does come out in favor of the Bacon, and Mal does get a hammer down. That's going to be picking up quite a few characters there, almost getting that Aldo Chilbro in a terrible spot, and Bacon is able to really help out in that front line, doing some crazy work, and Aldo Chilbro finally gets taken out, and that momentum is stopped here at the 2-minute and 50-second mark.
It's good to see Bagel switch off the McCree over to Soldier. He can cover a lot more with Soldier than he can with McCree, especially since they had a Fire Mercy? They switched off that. They're running goats now. Or summer goats.
No, it looks like they're just running a 2-2-2 here, buddy. So here we go, and that ultimate's gonna be huge here, but Bagel Guy looking to try to get into that back line. There it is, manages to pop it. Oh, and Prim almost the prime target. There goes one, but it doesn't look like there's gonna be a two. Aldo Chilbro knows better than to stay in line of sight of that one. Oh my God. Oh no, the read. That's just unfortunate. So here we go. It looks like it's going to be, just an unfortunate turn of events here for Volatile. That's going to be terrible. Prim does take out Bacon, and a hack comes out absolutely terribly. And now Aldo Chilbro is just swinging that hammer around, and Mal just has nothing to do to contend against that. And the Dragons do come out, and Volley has to make a decision right here, right now. And wow! They managed to finish the map with 10 seconds above Smile's time bank.
This is gonna be a really good match. This is really close.
It sounds like you're a little tipsy.
I am tipsy. No.
Two shots to take Helia, and that's it.
I took another during halftime.
Oh my God.
I'm exhausted. I just got off an 8-hour shift with 3 hours of sleep. Leave me alone.
It sounds like a personal problem. So, as we're laughing at Sniv's personal problems, we're going to be going into this next half of the map, and Smile is going to be the first ones to go at it. 1 minute and 32 to 1 minute and 41. That is a 9-second difference here, and Smile has to do everything possible to make that 9-second difference not matter.
Have fun, Steve. You didn't answer my question. I asked if I could stroke his beard at the meetup. He didn't answer.
I wouldn't answer you. The fuck? I'd be like, and I'm a nope out of this one. I'm gonna nope out of this one hardcore. So there is going to be the GOATS composition coming in from Smile, so they are going to try to make things work with Missy Seals. She is going to be running the Sombra off here onto the flanks, and she knows who she wants to get first. Oh, but the hack didn't come in here on weapons tech. So Mal looking to try to use that forward offensive, really get that GOATS composition in there, as Pim managed to get a good dynamite coming on in. The barrier is destroyed. They are aware of the weakness that Smile does have. They did go for that hack. Great job there, though, on the offending team. Oh no, they are not running through this one well, and that's gonna be Volatile able to get out just in time. Teddy Ursa does get taken out, and that's gonna be it for them. They are having to back off with the 1 minute remaining. They have got to make something work.
Salt has been playing pretty bad on the defense. I'm hoping they can continue to hold this for the next 40 seconds, because Smile's been doing pretty good on their offensive pushes.
Alrighty, so, and they've got to hurry up and make something happen, because Prim also almost has the Babo ready, and that could be the difference between life or death at this particular moment. So last 25 seconds are on the clock, and the hack does come in. Here comes a good old Babo, and the dynamite comes out as the melt does come on in. My God, I never realized how much I love to see an Ashe play, and they are just finishing out the remainder of this Salt offense. So it's going to be Volley going down, Bagel Guy going down with only 3 seconds on the clock. Mal has nothing more than a few seconds to make it, but he misses, and he does get put to sleep before he could touch it. Wow! Oh,
That's a big oof. If he wouldn't have hit the statue, he would have made it to the point even being slept.
my God, that's just rough. You hate to see it. You really do.
I mean, all you gotta do is see if Smile can hold it as well as Salt did.
I mean, that's going to be the important part, but what exactly are they going to do? Are they going to try to run a Gallon Goats? Are they going to stick with their 3-2-1 lineup, which has been extremely effective throughout this entire night?
I see either a Brig or Torb on Bacon. Or Bacon on Brig or Torb. Oh, they're running Goats. They're going to be doing Goats.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be Salt.exe running that 3-2-1 composition, and it's been incredibly helpful for them. So it looks like they're not going to be. They're still going to be running the Goats, but my question is, seeing the way Salt.exe's been running against their Goats, I don't know if this is for the best.
They have nothing for the Pharah, except for the Diva. But even they got a Mercy, so it's going to be completely useless.
I mean, Teddy Ursa can give him a little bit of that Discord Orb, and that makes it a little bit easier to deal with. But if Epic's Redux is really staying away from the lines of battle, I mean, it's really easy for Epics to get the protection needed from Wind Plague. So, here we go. As it's going to be Salt.exe's opportunity to get this victory. They need only one tick. So Aldo Chillbro goes on out there, and they do go for a heavy dynamite. That dynamite doesn't really get to do much of anything. All they need to do is one solid team win. So they're going to be blowing into Weapons Tech's shield. So Waldo Chillbro realizing he's got to get out of there. That first pick does come in from Prim. Teddy Ursa does take out Epic's Redux, and that's going to be a big one here. So the D-Mech is going to come in. Oh, and that's going to be encompassing the entirety of the team. Mal has to be able to get out of there, but he does have a lot of damage coming in his way. Weapons Tech is still at that foreground. Good sleep dynamite combo coming in from the Sun and the Prim. And we're coming into the final bits of the match. 50 seconds are remaining, and Epic's Redux are looking to try to take this next victory. Epic's does have that available, has the ultimate available, and they just need to finish this off with one solid win. Volley has got to be careful. Oh, and here it comes. Epic's Redux does have that high ground, but Bagel Guy happening to realize this terrible fact. Oh, this might be for the worst, as that ultimate is dropped just a little too early. So here it comes, Epic's Redux in the sky, looking to try to land a pick, and that's going to be a big one here, as that's going to be the end of this this defensive hold here, and that's going to be a win from Salt.exe.
They got really close, but Salt ended up building those ults, and that it just won it for them. I see it happening. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying with that comp that they've been running. It's like they literally surround and just eat them from the outside in. It's absolutely beautiful to watch, especially from third person.
Right. I mean, like, you'll see it. Prim is staying by the bridge, really just causing a little bit of disruption. And the big thing it's going to be is when Mythiseal does happen to get that hack on, let's see, who was it playing the, I think it was Teddy Ursa? Whoever was playing, or I think it was a Teddy Ursa or Bagel Guy, whoever was playing the on that final defense, whoever was playing the Diva, they were getting hacked. So when they're getting hacked, they can't eat the dynamite. If you let Prim get a detonation off, that is a lot of ult charge. Plus, if Prim can get a pick, that's going to be a big one, especially on one of those healers. So now the team is sent reeling, and now you've got the likes of Epic Redux and really the entirety of the team just kind of slowly crawling their way, and there's just really nothing that Smile can do because they're looking for a brawl, but if there's no counter brawl to you, what are you really doing?
Yeah, Sombra is really like she has a lot of place in there, and if she hacks the right target and that team is able to get in there the way they need to, it just eats them alive. I think Salt may have found a way to counter Goat, and it's exciting to see.
Right? No, I'm usually a fan. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand the complex.
I hate Goats. I absolutely hate it.
I don't like the Goat's composition as well, but I can recognize the amount of skill that it takes to run a Goat's composition, because you do need to have a team that's well together, well put together, well coordinated, and so on and so forth, which you can tell that both of these teams do have. But I think that the coordination, though, from that mobility composition, that from the 3-2-1 that Salt.exe has, is just really superseding whatever it is that Salt can bring, or that Smile can bring with their Goats comp.
See, I think you're mistaking skill for like synergy, because Goats doesn't really take a lot of skill. It just takes a lot of coordination and sticking together and focus fire. Like you could literally be the worst at the game, and
But I think this is where your misconception is, because people love to clown on Goats because, oh, it's simple, it's left click W, and in a sense, yes, you're right, but a skill is game sense, a skill is knowing when to drop your ults, and a huge skill is communicating with people. If you can't communicate during a Goats composition, you're not really helping anyone at this point.
I guess, yeah, I agree with that.
So here we go, as this could be the last map of the night, and Teddy Ursa is going to be looking in for a snipe. They are sticking with a 2-2-2 composition, so they can be a little bit more mobile. Although Chillbro's got to be careful, though, before anything happens. Teddy Ursa, though, might be getting a little bit too much coming his way. So here we go, and that battle between these snipers are going to be working their way on in. The Sun doing his magic, really able to work things out. Mythiseal does manage to land that key pick here as Mal is getting pushed around just a little bit too much. And the Sun lands a ridiculous anti-nade. That's going to be a big one here. Ooh, and that's going to be a photo finish, as it looks that it's going to be Salt.exe just managing to crumble the offense here on the side of Smile. I don't know about you, man, but this offense that they have is ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Awesome. So here we go. As this next match is going to be underway, and they're looking to try to get that hack on Teddy Ursa. Teddy Ursa is now absolute, and that's going to be Mythy looking to try to finish him off. Is not going to be enough, but it's going to be enough for Mythy to come back in to help finish off this match. Weapons Tech does not have any way to get himself out of trouble. So here we go, as Mal is looking to try to land a pick. Bagel Guy does manage to take out a Wind's Plague, but it's going to be Epic Redux still up into the skies. And oh my god, Volley is challenging it. She's gonna do it. Oh, Bagel Guy, though, able to finish it off at the final second. Now, although Chillbro is just gonna go for the spin to win, here comes the Sun, though, able to give his main tank a little bit of the protection necessary, looking to try to get the sleep here. Oh, and that's going to be big here. Oh, there goes that ultimate, and Bagel Guy is hungry for some kills. That's going to be a double. A triple here happens to work into his favor, and that's going to be Smile putting in the work to get this point back 60% to 20.
I think they may have found what they needed to counter this comp. Mal is focusing the targets down that he needs to, the Sombra, the Ashe, and the Ana, to keep everybody down. Like, if they die, the comp doesn't work. If Sombra dies, the comp doesn't work.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That focus fire coming in from Mythiseal is just extremely important. So here he comes. That battle does come in, and Justice raining from above. And Epic's Redux does get taken out, but the hack is just going to be a little too strong here for them. Ooh, that crazy sleep coming out from the Sun, as Aldo Chillbro's looking to try to help finish this bad boy off. And here it comes. That's just too much against Mal. Nothing really he could do. And that's going to be... They almost tied it up, though. 56 to 63%. Smile is still not out of this running yet.
I think Smile can make a decent comeback with this. I see it happening. We might get a map 5 here.
Oh, I'm really, really, really hoping for it. So here we go. Aldo Chillbro has got to be careful. And looks like some people are going to get burnt by that dynamite. So Prim is going to have that ultimate available. And that's going to be a problem since a lot of this team doesn't have a lot of protection. So Babo getting thrown right in. The leap does come in against... It's going to be against Prim. Teddy Ursa, though, picking up quite a few kills here. Managing to pick out a Winds Plague. Epic's Redux does come back in, but it's still not going to be enough for them to do much of anything. And it's just going to be great motions here. They're still trying to cap it, though. And although Chillbro just running that spin to win, they know they have no other option right now. As it looks like it's going to be Prim switching over to the T-Racer, trying to hold on for just a little bit longer. They can get this point here, but although Chillbro is just doing some crazy Spider-Man antics, and it seems that it's going to be finally the end of that fight, as Salt has to win just one more fight in order to take this one, or at least this first point.
Smile has a lot more ults online. Salt. I'm so backwards on these teams. Yours is what I'm seeing in the stream and what I'm seeing in my game is all messed up.
That's okay. So here it comes. Aldo Chillbro looking to finish it off. Oh, and Bacon able to stay alive as Bagel Guy picks up 1, picks up 2. He's looking for a 3rd, and Epic's Redux is just working around him. Now they're contesting the point, but no, that's just terrible here for the Bagel Guy. Bagel Guy does get melted, and Volatile might be in a bad spot. She's almost about to get taken out as Teddy Ursa does manage to land that pick. Epic Redux can drop that ultimate. Oh, and Bacon just has nothing left. Volatile, though, coming out as a Guardian Angel, able to save the lives and keep his Bacon intact. So here we go. That battle is still underway, and Volatile, you crazy animal, managing to take down an incredible key target. That is what you want to see from your Mercy. If no one else will do it, then damn it, you got to do it. So here we go, and the battle is underway. They do have a, it's going to be a Doomfist still working their way on in. Although Chillbro does get taken out, and Smile manages to win this one. Oh my lord. Woo.
Are you okay?
No, I'm about to lose my mind. Dude, listen, if there's anything I love... Okay, so most people frown upon a Battle Mercy. Of course. You know what I mean? And I understand it. You know, you could... Why shoot when you could be healing? But if no one else can do that I mean, it's just a minuscule amount of damage. If that Mercy can do the damage, do what needs to be done to just land that final shot in the forehead of Afara, delicious.
I love comp games where I'm just playing Mercy because I don't feel like playing anything else, and like the DPS, they got something on the other team DPS just can't handle. I just there, I'm like, you know what? If you're not gonna do it yourself, I'm gonna go do it and just go in and kill like half their team. It's great. It's absolutely lovely.
I mean, it helps that the Valkyrie, you don't have to do anything against it. However, Prim does get that first pick, and ooh, here we go. Prim managing to pick up 2 kills, and those are going to be extremely heavy picks. They aren't able to really finish off much of anything else, as a Winds Plague, though, does get taken out. Prim does demech weapons tech, and it's still going to be in favor here of Salt.exe. Ooh, Teddy Ursa does get hacked and taken out, and Salt managing to get this point here. This is going to be a hard-fought match. Man, words are tough today.
Call it that.
I
honestly expected Salt to back out because they lost both of their healers. Mal ended up taking out the Ana and then the Mercy.
Right. Ooh, and here it comes, though. Epic's Redux just has so much going for him. And Prim does manage to take out Teddy Ursa, so that's going to be a pick here. And Bacon's got to be careful, though, as it looks like right now, Salt.exe is not going down without a fight, man. They are angry. And they do manage to get yet another clean finish as they're moving up 31% and climbing.
Every single time Mal goes to dive in there, he ends up taking a nap. It's so hilarious to watch.
So Epic's Redux does take out Teddy Ursa, and that's going to be a big one because now they're going to force the 5v6. Volatile does manage to get the res, though, and that's going to be absolutely huge. Ooh, Bacon does get that sleep. I was not expecting that to happen. However, a Wind's Plague does get taken out, and Epic's Redux is just in a terrible spot, and that's going to be, that might be the momentum necessary for the team to push their way forward. So Bagel Guy's got to be careful, as it looks like Prim is just really trying to get one of these key picks, knows that Prim is absolute and has to put some sort of pressure on him. Ooh, sends it back to him. However, if nothing works right, then it might just be Teddy Ursa able to make this work, and the Sun managing to finish his bad boy off, and it looks like the Sun is just going to be using that minefield to his advantage, trying to do everything possible to not get the damage in his way. Good backup there by a Wind's Plague, and it doesn't seem like Smile really knows who to start going out for. And we're just seeing right now the Sun just diving, dodging, doing everything humanly possible to try to stay alive. The ultimate does come out by Bagel Guy, but the pick does come in from Prim. So that's going to be a solid finish. This team is just really, really sticking it together, and Mal looking to try to cook Prim for the last little bit. But it looks like there's just so much backup from one another. Although Chillbro is still alive, the entirety of Smile is rushing in onto the point to stay together. Wind's Plague does get taken out, and Mal stuck with very little health remaining. Epic's Redux does get that pick, and Weapons Tech does get completely destroyed. That's going to be an Athena team kill, and they did manage to secure that point.
One of the really cool things I've seen with Hamster is you can use his ult as like as a defensive ult. So, like, say a Genji Blades or like a Winston ends up going primal, you can just put the minefield over your team, and the Genji can't get in there.
Right.
It's actually like a really good thing to use, or a really good way to use his ult.
I mean, like, it's the same thing if, like, a Zarya ult's used. You know what I mean? Like let's say Bagel Guy were to get nano boosted and he has a blade.
I've used Zarya ults to stop nanoed Genjis.
Yeah, and it's just they're just stuck
got
there.
yelled at.
No, they get
Like,
stuck there.
what?
Two ults.
I just saved your lives.
Two ults for the price of one. I would take that any day. So here we go, and it's going to be for all the marbles, at least in Smile's department. So they have to make these work or risk. Or actually, really, this is just the last chance that they have in order to win this. Prim does get that pick here on Teddy Ursa, and they're still making their way forward. Oh, that's going to be a big one here. Is Weapons Tech not really with his team, and Volley might be a little bit more vulnerable than we were expecting. She does get taken out, and despite the flashbang, that's going to be some solid work here. It's going to be bad here for Bacon. Weapons Tech is going to get caught out completely out of position, and that's going to be the end of it for Smile. They just can't seem to figure out how to beat this composition right now.
I mean, they had it down. The Winston's really good for that because they have a lot of squishies that are stuck on the ground.
Right. I mean, it's also going to be hard because I think Prim is the new DPS pickup, at least what Berkey's saying, is one of the new DPS pickups for Salt.exe.
He's
and
really good.
Prim is doing just ridiculous work right now. So, all right, the battle is going to go back underway, and that's going to be another huge pick. What is happening? The quad 2, the quintuple kill does come out, and I am losing my mind. What just happened? That was one of the cleanest deaths I have seen in a very long time. What is this?
He was being a sneaky Pharah. I love those. Like, he would just hid behind the corner, waited for all of them to walk through. Nobody looked left, and then he ulted. They were all done.
So here it comes. A Wind's Plague does drop that ultimate, and Bagel Guy is going to be the first casualty of these mines. Minty Seal is going to still hold that front line as Mal is looking to try to get a pick on one of these healers, but he just might be a little bit too far forward. So it's going to be 60% and climbing, as Bacon is going to get caught in a terrible spot, gets a direct rocket to his forehead, and now it looks like Salt.exe may be able to win this one right here, right now.
Oh, they're waiting for their team. I was like, I don't think Smile knows what they want to do.
No, they're gonna wait. They know what they want.
They're waiting for Lucio. Okay.
Gotta have that loose. So here it comes. That's gonna be big hacks. A counter hack does come out as well. But no, this is unfortunate because Bobo did not get hacked in that skirmish. So here we go. 99%. The High Noon comes out. And that's just going to be it. Team kill comes in. That's going to be clean. And Salt.exe takes it home with a clean final victory. Epic's Redux kills himself in the final. And that's going to be it. We have had a ridiculous game here tonight. Salt winning 3-1.
I mean, they ignored the Fire Mercy too much. The Epics is absolutely disgusting on Vera, and they weren't really paying attention to that.
Alrighty, so
I really thought Mal was gonna get that play.
I thought so too. I really did. But at the end of the day, it happened. It happened, and Salt.exe, you know, like, okay, so let me put it this way. Smile did an absolutely fantastic job. They did very well. They were sticking together. They had a plan. And you could see that, you know, they were really making things work. The unfortunate part was, though, when Salt.exe was running that composition, they're very good at expanding and contracting. Like, if you'll notice, they'll expand until one of them gets jumped. Then there's always at least one person by their side, so they're always forcing a 2v2 or a 2v1. But they were never so far away from each other where they couldn't back each other up. So kudos to Salt. I mean, they really played a ridiculously good counter against the GOAT's composition, which is really wonderful to see. So we have hit the end of our show here for the night. And as usual, we do pick our players of the match. Sniv, who do you have as your player of the match?
First, Salt got their first one. Excited for them. Or first win, if I get English. I'm going to have to give it to Prim, though, because being new to Salt, he really showed that he deserves to be where he is, because he was doing a fantastic job.
I see. You know what, though? I think I want to give it to the Sun. Now, Volley was doing a fantastic job.
Of course you're going to give it to the healer.
Of course. I'm sorry. You gotta send a little healer love, especially when you got the big brain hero love. And that's the thing. A good healer is, for some reason, always around. You know what I mean? But I always feel like it really falls onto the communication and the ability of that healer. And if you'll notice, the Sun knows where to dance, knows where to stand, and with Ana, you have to know where to be at all times, because your avenues of escape aren't like a Mercy or a Lucio, where you have the capability to, you know, get out of there. You know, a Lucio can boost his way out of there, or a Mercy can fly to someone. No, and Ana is stuck. Ana is stuck where she is, and she's got two abilities in her kit to get her out of dodge. The Sun was doing some crazy anti-nades, really good healing, and then just using that counter damage to really help out when necessary. So I want to give it to him because honestly, I thought it was great. I'm looking into the chat right now. Astring giving some love here for the Sun and Prim. Red Hoodie giving some love for Prim as well. Jupiter sending love to Prim, which is a compliment. All right, for those of you who don't know, Jupiter was the main sniper here for Salt.exe for the longest time, and Jupiter, we know. Okay. So, and we're seeing Shaggy Blakers sending some love here to Mal. So that is going to be it for the night. We're seeing the XD from Jupiter. So since we've hit the edge.
Wait.
What?
I has an announcement.
Oh, he has an announcement. What's up?
Sniv doesn't do a lot of announcements. Anyway, so I am going to be running streams to promote O.C.C. outside of O.C.C.'s normal schedule. I am looking at probably 2, 3, maybe 4 days a week that I'll be doing this. It'll be all different times. Usually it's going to be early evenings. If you guys want to follow me and support O.C.C. outside of O.C.C. and make sure that, you know, you bring in any other people that you may know that doesn't necessarily want to watch people play Overwatch, 'cause we're not going to be playing Overwatch. We're going to be playing other games, hopefully some newer games that are coming out. My Twitch is just Sniv with 3 V's, so SNIVVV. And I also be having a couple of other people from OCC that'll be playing with me. And I just want to make sure that you guys know that I am promoting O.C.C, but in no way associating my channel with O.C.C. So if language and stuff like that is not something you want to hear, like the F word or anything like that, I do have my channel moderated like that. So if you don't want to watch it, don't watch my channel. So
Okay.
I just want to let you know that, because I know that this is a family-friendly stream. Mine will not be a family-friendly stream. There will be lots of cursing because I do it without realizing it. But just give me a follow. Bring your friends over. A lot of stuff is going to be us promoting O.C.C, and hopefully more to come that I can't say yet.
Alrighty, so we have hit the end of our show. Please tell your mom, dad, sister, grandma. Let the lady down at the market know. Let your friends from school know. Honestly, a lot of this is really done recreationally. A lot of people have jobs. A lot of people really do work throughout the week, and really hope that this is just the getaway. You know what I mean? Where you could really invest, and divert your attention, and really focus on something other than the common nonsense of everyday life. So, if you would like to be a player, please go ahead and hit the player application. If you just want to be a community member, myself, Star-Lord, and Ruby, we are going to be doing more focused community nights, hopefully throughout throughout the week. So that way, if you are just a community member, we will be able to play quite a few things, especially with the workshop showing up. We'll be able to try out a buttload of games, or we might have another game that might be able to play, maybe some Jackbox games. Who knows? There's really quite a bit that we can do, and we'd really like to share it with you. So just keep that in mind, and we'll be making those announcements on that. So with that being said, I have been the Loud T-Rex.
I am the Snip.
And Ikio has been our game host. Good night, everybody. We'll see you Wednesday.